I tried to do it all and I can't. I forget I need to give myself grace, because grace is only going to be given by you. Grace is only going to be given by you. So give yourself grace and then some. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I have become such a brother, there's a spider hanging. I have become a shell of a person on this internet. I was so deep in my thoughts. I was so deep in my head and overthinking about how nice my content was, how nice my home was, about making sure every single corner of my house was aesthetic and cute and tidy and picture perfect. And it's like, Jess, that's not realistic. I hated the fact that I felt like I needed to pick up after my kids every 2 seconds, or when I'd snap at my kids for playing with their toys and be like, can you tidy that up? Can you put it in the basket, when they were still playing with it? Because I didn't want my content to look messy and look discoordinated and da-da-da-da-da. I had to tell myself off. I really had to tell myself off and be like, you need to calm down. You've taken the joy out of content creation. Literally. I have been on this internet, specifically YouTube, for about 8 years, 7 years? I don't know. It's been a long time. And I've been doing this for a long time. And seeing how much it has changed and how many new content creators there are, it's amazing, yes. But at the same time, I think I lost myself. I lost my identity, not just in my real life, in motherhood and feeling swallowed and engulfed by being a mum and my condition, my disability, but I also felt lost, and I felt like I was floating online, specifically with YouTube. I think everywhere else, because it's not like I've been gone off the internet. I've just been gone off YouTube. And the only times you've really seen me is my podcast, which I post every 2 weeks on Saturday. I took the joy out of making content and I took it too seriously, to the point where I stopped enjoying it. And we need to do a big old life update. So I think I might as well do that now. Arlo is napping. It's 12:51. I hope he sleeps until 2-ish, because then I've got to go get my daughter from school. Let's catch up. Actually, can I make a coffee first? BRB. We can start now. That's a good coffee. Okay, should we start? Let's start with a health update, because I think my health has been the one thing that has been the reason why I'm not the same Jessiara as I used to be. Let's talk about it, actually. Let's talk about it. I was diagnosed with functional neurological disorder nearly 3 years ago. 3 years ago this August, actually. And alongside having a neurological disorder that causes so many different symptoms, I don't think you guys understand the intensity of this disability. Like, it is really debilitating. Alongside being diagnosed with that, I was diagnosed with non-epileptic seizures. I've not had a seizure in about 6 weeks. It's been about 6 weeks, which is very good. But then I was also diagnosed with a condition called POTS syndrome, which is postural tachycardia syndrome, which is essentially when your heart rate increases from little tasks, standing up, sitting down, walking, running, going up the stairs. Basically anything, my heart increases and I feel dizzy. Sometimes I faint. I haven't fainted in ages again, but the symptoms are crazy. And I think POTS is more debilitating than FND. But then what I've learned in the recent weeks is that my POTS, so my heart condition, makes my FND worse. So if my heart rate has increased, it causes migraines, it causes bad blood flow, it causes lightheadedness, dizziness, muscle fatigue, chronic fatigue. It means my F&D symptoms, so my muscle pain, my muscle stiffness, my function to walk, my ability to walk, my ability to speak and communicate is worse, which is so fun. But yeah, like my disabilities has really taken over my life, as you can imagine. And I think naturally, being a content creator, I share what my life is. I share the reality of my life. So in the beginning, when I started this YouTube channel, it was just me finishing my GCSEs, then it was me in college. You guys moved with me to Manchester, and then I met Corey. I had my daughter. I was a teen mum. I was a young mum. I did motherhood. I moved into my first flat, and then I got sick, and then I was bedridden. I had seizures every single day, and then we moved to Manchester, and then that got worse. And since then I've been navigating, I've been figuring it all out. I've been trying to be an amazing mum whilst also being my career bag, whilst also trying to look after myself, whilst also trying to maintain my relationship and friendships and everything in between. So as you can imagine, it's a lot. And I think I downplayed that when I made YouTube videos. I think I really tried to show you guys like, this is the reality, but I'm gonna try and soften it a little bit so you don't see the full reality, which I don't think there's anything wrong with like making your content aesthetic. Not at all. I love aesthetic content, and there's specific people I watch on YouTube for aesthetic content. However, I think the phase in my life that I'm in, I prefer to see aspirational content, but also that is realistic. I don't want to watch something that is so far from my reality. Otherwise, I might as well watch a film. I might as well watch a TV show. I might as well watch The Real Housewives. Like, I might as well watch something that is there for that purpose. And that's not anything against people that make that type of content. It's just for me and my life. And what I've really figured out over these last few months is I don't want to consume something that's so far from my reality. Not because of an insecurity reason or from a place of not feeling comfortable in my own skin or my own space. It's just not what I want. But my tiredness, my fatigue has been so bad. And like I said in the beginning of this video, why I'm so tired is because I have low vitamin D. When I say low vitamin D, guys, when I done my blood test last week, the results came back. There's like green and then there's red. You're meant to be like in the middle. I was way in red. I laughed because like I expected it, but I didn't think it would be that bad. So I have really low vitamin D. I've got really low iron levels. I'm anemic. We've been knowing this. So the last few weeks I've just been tired. Like I can get 2 days sleep. I can sleep for 2 days straight and I'm waking up, I'm still tired. My muscles have been achy. I've just been feeling very fatigued, very sluggish. So currently in this moment in time, I'm trying to find things that work that is not just vitamins. I am taking supplements, of course, but I'm trying to do other things like getting outside more. Luckily, I do school runs now. I'm a stay-at-home mum, which is something we'll get into. I'm trying to find things to help myself besides just taking medication. So if you have any tips, let me know, because that would be really handy. And yeah, another update. Corey started his new job. Go Corey. He is nearly a month in. He's been doing amazing. He's doing fine. I've been a stay-at-home mum for the last 3 weeks, I think. And it honestly has been, I don't want to jinx it, but it's been good. It's been good. Arlo is now 15 months old. I don't know. I don't count the months. You guys know this. He's one and a bit. He is such a character. He is such a character. He's so funny. He's so sweet. He's such a sweet boy. And I think I've said this before. Seeing the difference between, because I have a daughter as well, she's 4 years old. I really have seen the difference between how my daughter was at this age compared to Arlo. He's honestly been fine at home. It's more me and navigating my work-life balance, which has been very hard. Like, I can't even lie. I want to be the best mum. I want to be a present mum. I want to be there for my kids. I want to see these milestones. But then I think that's just how I work, is I am all or nothing. I find the flow very hard. whether that is trying to balance like playing with my son and then also filming a campaign, or making sure my son is not causing himself harm whilst also being on a meeting. Like trying to find the flow of being a present mum but also in my career bag. That's the current dilemma I'm going through. He does start nursery in a couple of weeks. Mid-April-ish he starts nursery. I can't even sit here and say I'm not excited. I'm very excited, as you can imagine. What I had to tell myself was I didn't have to do it all. I tell you guys this all the time. You don't have to do it all. If you're a mum, even if you're not a mum, if you're a student, if you work 5 jobs, but then you're also trying to have a life outside of whatever it is that is taking up most of your time, and you're also trying to be there for yourself and do self-care and have friends and have a relationship and be a sister, be a mum, be a parent, be an auntie, be a brother, be a cousin. Like you're trying to be there for all the people in your life whilst also tending to yourself and your needs. It is hard and you don't need to do it all. Like Corey really had to tell me off. He said you don't need to be the present stay-at-home mum and try and do all of that, the things that a stay-at-home mum does, like the cooking and the cleaning and the housework, whilst also playing with the baby, and work a job that is ever-changing and sometimes really demanding. I tried to do it all and I can't. I forget I need to give myself grace, because grace is only going to be given by you. Grace is only going to be given by you. So give yourself grace and then some. I really had to tell myself, Jess, you need to stop coming on this internet and like trying to be like everyone else and in a sea, in an ocean, okay, of creators. You are so special, and you are Jessiara Marriott. There's no other Jessiara Marriott who is you know? I think this is also inspired from the meeting I just had, where I really just had to think about where I'm going this year. What are my goals this year? Where do I see myself at the end of this year? I want to look back, December 31st, 2025, I want to sit in my bedroom and be like, I've had such a amazing year. I've done everything I wanted to do and so much more. I have felt the best I've ever felt. Mentally, I feel fantastic. I have no regrets. And currently where I'm sat, it is Thursday the 20th of March. We are at the end of Q1. Thank the Lord, because it has been the longest 3 months of my life. Like, guys, I don't know why 2025 has felt so slow, but I'm only saying that because I know it's going to pick up. So yeah, all I can say to that is thank you for being patient. Like, thank you for still tuning in. I know I dip in and I go away and then I come back and then I go away and then I come back. But that's literally the reason for that is not wanting to give you guys repetitive content. I literally had a conversation with my girl Stacey about this. YouTube is the one platform where I don't want to disappoint. And that's because it's my baby. Like, I've been on this platform for the longest. You guys have seen me grow. We've gone through so much together. And I don't want to give you guys the same content all the time. But then I had to remind myself, this is your reality. This is your life. People will follow you for your reality. They're not following you for Alicia's reality. They're not following you for Brittany's reality. They're not following you for Jason's reality. They're following you for your reality. They're following you for you. They're not following you for somebody else. If they wanted to watch someone else, they'll watch someone else. But I needed to remind myself, by the way, I'm sick. Can you hear it? I needed to remind myself that you guys come back to me because it's me. And I always say, I just don't want to show you guys the same content over and over again, because right now my life is not, there's nothing happening, and that's fine. It's just not vloggable to me. But then again, what is my idea of vloggable content? Is that me outside Mobile Awards? Is that me traveling to London? Is that me doing Fashion Week? I don't know. It's just a matter of showing you guys my reality in a way of which makes sense to me, and in a way in which I enjoy it again, because I just didn't enjoy it. I think because the way I was showing it was kind of depressing, and it was like so samey and it was boring. Can you tell this is the first time I've actually properly talked all day, because I've been talking to a 1-year-old. I've been talking to a 1-year-old since 7 o'clock this morning. I'm done yapping, because I can yap. You guys know this, I can talk. That's why I have a podcast. I can talk for kingdom come. Speaking of podcasts, guys, let me know what content you want to see over there, because I was thinking for the first season to do just interviews, like with amazing individuals, with different people in the industry, in different industries, different spaces. And then the second season to do more chatty content like this, where I'm talking to you about different topics, and then doing the Yes I Said It section, which is essentially where you guys bring on your stories. You guys can be interviewed if you want to. But I'm thinking of switching it up. So let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you're liking the podcast so far. If you haven't watched it, I have a podcast called Better Left Unsaid. It is a podcast where we talk about things that we don't talk about in the real world, like mental health, motherhood, disability, relationships, personal growth, everything of that nature. I'll leave the details down below in the iCards. That's all for now. We will check in soon. I'm not gonna tell you when. We'll check in soon. Good morning, my loves. It's Saturday, aka the last day of this vlog. I'm gonna try and whip this vlog together and post it this week, because otherwise it's just not gonna be posted, and it's just gonna be in my like camera roll. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Like I said yesterday, this morning we are off to HomeSense. I'm really excited. A HomeSense trip is just refreshing for the soul, and it's just something I definitely need to do. Not just for like to actually buy something, but to refresh the house, for my mental health. Like, when I say going to my favorite shops cure me, it really does. I've not done these in ages. My hair is really broken at the front. I think maybe in the next vlog I'll show you guys, because I need to do my hair anyway, like give it a good wash and style. But I done some quick weaves, which, if you don't know, quick weave is basically like gluing the tracks to a wig cap which is on your head, and I didn't take it down properly. Like, I kind of just pulled out, me being impatient and just not looking after my hair properly, so it pulled out some hair with it. And alongside that, I also got a sew-in, and that pulled on my hair even more. So my hair, she's not happy with me. Yeah, my hair's not happy with me, and I don't blame her, honestly, because she's been through a lot. She has been through a lot. Oh, I have not done these in ages. They just never fail me. Oh, obsessed. What do we think? What do we think? I don't know, I don't mind it. I quite like it.